hope you're fitting well. Again, as always, make sure you grab your pen and paper. This is going to be a really important video to help you. I've got my Diet Coke and I'm ready to rock and roll. So in the first video, guys, the last video, as I was talking about, the number one reason that stops people on acting on chasing their dreams is fear, and also obviously getting the wrong advice from family and friends, and again from people that actually love us. And don't get me wrong, there is the minority of family and friends that will give you advice out of jealousy. You've got to watch out for that type of family and friends. But for the most part, 98% of the time, the majority of wrong advice that we get is from people that love us and they think they want the best for us. But again, you've got to, I know it's terrible to say this, guys, but you've got to look at the people that are giving you, this free advice. That again is a true saying: the worst advice you can get is free advice. And if you want to achieve a certain dream, so let's say for example that you want to become a successful property entrepreneur, are you going to listen to someone who's made 5, 10, 20 million in property, or you're going to listen to your family and friends who are still living on that council estate, or that area where you've moved away from or where you want to move from? The answer is obvious listening to this, guys, but how many times do we obviously, out of fear, listen to our family and friends? And that's the number one reason why, sadly, most people don't move on in life, is because they listen to their loved ones. And I know it's incredibly sort of brutal what I'm saying here, guys, okay, yeah. As I say, for the most part, for most people, if they want to achieve their dreams, the last people that they want to listen to is the family and friends, okay? I'm not saying you disown them or that you don't love them anymore. As I say, me and my wife, we still very much love our parents. But do we get our advice from them? No, we get advice from, we get advice and follow people from where we want to be. There's nothing wrong with that, guys, as long as you do it in a polite way. As I say, it doesn't hurt anyone's feelings. So how can you get action? How can you act when you might be froze by fear? You don't want to upset people. I've actually not read this book, but my wife swears this is one of the best books she's ever read, and it was called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Now, the reason why I never sort of read the book, without sort of sounding arrogant, guys, I've sort of already been like that anyway, where it's like, if I'm scared of something, I just do it anyway, to be honest with you. Because so me and my wife, we actually had our first child when we were 17 years of age, so very, very young. So I've had a family to support from the age of 17. So for me, I had no choice. Even though I was terribly terrified, most of the things that I went into, jobs I was after, businesses that I wanted to do, I was always terrified, but I couldn't afford not to do it because I had other people, my wife and my son, to start off with, to look after. And obviously I've got a son and 2 daughters now, so for me, I had no option. I had to do it anyway. So for me, it's like, if you're, this might sound really sort of basic and obvious, and maybe I'm making this sound a bit simplistic, but if you're fearful of doing something, honestly, just bite the bullet and do it. I mean, how many times has, people, wanted to parachute or do bungee jumping, and it's took them weeks and months to sort of drum up the courage to do it, and they might go and stand on the edge and go, no, I'm not doing it. And after 3 or 4 years, they eventually jump and do the bungee jump, or they jump out of a parachute. Then once they do it, they're like, wow. And then they're doing it every single day then, because once they've got that fear out the way, like, oh, no, that wasn't that bad. You just got to do it, guys. I know it's uncomfortable. You might go, all right, but you've got to do it. Literally, like anything in life, the more you just go for it and do something, win, lose or draw, guys, just feel the fear and do it anyway. It's the only way, okay? I can't sugarcoat this, guys, unfortunately, okay, yeah? I wish I could. It's the only way you're going to get comfortable putting action in, as I say. So whatever, again, what I want you to do now is just write down 4 or 5 things, or 2 things, or 3 things, what you're not comfortable doing. Actually, just do one thing, okay? Write down one thing that you've been putting off doing, okay? I promise you, this will change your life. Write down one thing right now that you've been putting off for whatever reason. You're scared, you don't want to upset somebody, you might want to don't look stupid, but whatever the reason, it'll all be in your mind, by the way, guys, okay? And go and do it today or tomorrow. Within 24 hours, go and do it. And go and do it and think, you know what, even if I lose, I don't care, I've done it, okay? So win, lose or draw, write it down and go and do it, and I promise you it'll be the start of a new life. And as I keep saying, as I said, guys, I can't sugarcoat this for you, okay? If you're not prepared to go and do something that you're uncomfortable with, the chances of you achieving your dreams are very, very slim. And do you know what? It's like the example I said before, like these people that parachute and bungee jump. Do you know, once you've done it, I swear as God is my witness, guys, you go, is that it? What was I worried about? Like these people, when they jump off the bungee, they go, that was amazing. I'm going to go and do it again and again and again and again. It's like that when you take action, guys, okay? It's all in your mind, okay? Yeah, it's in your mind. Once you take action and you go, actually, you know what? That wasn't that too bad, you know? The worst thing can happen is someone can say no to you or not interested. Go, okay, cool, I'll just go somewhere else. Yeah, so just go and act, okay? So in this video, guys, it's all about fear the fear and do it anyway. As I say, guys, I'd really love to be able to sugarcoat this and say, well, you know, let's do this. Life's tough, okay, yeah? Life can be a nightmare, guys. Life can be cruel, okay, yeah? And the only way you can get on with life is meet it head on. And look, this might make me sound cold here, because me and my wife, we like to think that we are genuinely nice people. We'll do anything for anybody. We don't want to upset anyone. We're not in life to upset anyone. If we can avoid confrontation, we will. But when I do something, I really don't give a shit what people think. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm talking about trying to achieve my dreams and goals. If someone's going to mock me, like on my social media with one of my businesses that I've got, you know, people, you know, as I say, even though I'm trying to help people, you'll always get the morons online that'll say something. At one time that used to affect me. Now I just, you know, or at one time I used to, you know, answer them back and try to educate them. Now I just go delete, ban. Not interested in them, not interested. And I promise you, once you do something and someone says something to you and you are completely not interested what they've got to say, because they're not going to pay your bills, they're not going to pay your mortgage, okay? They're not going to look after your partner or your children or your parents, okay? Once you understand that the important people in your life is yourself and your family, no one's going to pay your bills, it makes you bulletproof. Again, I'm not saying that me and my wife in business, we're not cold and anything like that, guys. I'm not saying be nasty to anyone, far from it. Still be polite, still be decent with people. But what I'm saying is, when you do a certain action and somebody laughs at you or says no to you, it's like, cool. Don't even think about it. And that's what holds people back. They're worried what people are going to say or think. The moment you don't give a shit, in a nice way, what people say or do, the moment your life will change forever. And too many people, the reason why they're not successful is they worry what other people are going to say or, you know, or do. The minute you stop worrying about that, guys, okay, yeah, you'll never have to worry again, okay? So remember, feel the fear and do it anyway. I promise you, once you've done it a few times, you'll be like, is that it? It won't bother you. And that will put you in the minority of people that will just go on and achieve great things in life, okay? So remember, write down that one thing, okay, yeah, and just go and do it. Your life will change forever, okay, yeah? All the best. See you in the next video.